Hey everybody! So I'm going to do a quick little workout. It's more for the range of motion. So it's especially good if you are recovering from something and you're just getting started back into exercising. You don't move a lot and you just really need to get a solid baseline of being able to move before you can really start transitioning into the bigger, heavier stuff. People with specific disabilities, weight issues, things like that especially could benefit from this one. It's all about just kind of opening up your range of motion and getting yourself moving and warmed up. So instead of jumping, because a lot of people, you'd be surprised how many people can't really jump. I can, but I'm very clumsy, so it's usually not a good idea. So this is kind of a good modification for that. To let people move and practice that range of motion without as much strain on the knees in particular, because jumping can be really hard on people's knees. And then with this one, I'd say do the motions for 30 seconds to like 60 seconds at a time instead of trying to count repetitions, because for this one it's more about getting yourself opened up to the movements, right? Now, and this one's a good one for the core and trying to get that twisting range of motion. So you just try and keep your hips squared off and you're trying to just move your torso. See, there's even places where I don't have as much range of motion, so just work it in that range of motion for a minute, and as you keep going, I'm not doing a good job keeping my hips squared, but it's opening them up a little bit, and even within the workout you can kind of feel a difference a lot of the time. All right, another good one is just scissor arms, just passing your arms back and forth. It works the shoulders. You don't have to do it fast. You can just do it at your own rate, right? And the windmills. I don't know if you guys remember this from elementary school, but I feel like once you got to middle school, they just disappeared off of the warm-up block. But this one's a really good one for gearing yourself up towards trying to touch your toes, have more downward reach, more range of motion in your waist, and things like that. You don't even have to reach all the way down, if this is as much as you can do right now, that's fine. The whole point is to just get that range of motion, because it's all about progress. Nobody's perfect. You can't expect somebody to just start doing things perfectly right off the bat, or even if they've been doing it for years, you got to give them grace. They're going to make mistakes, right? So just work towards it. Not a big deal. So after that's nice and open, another good one is just kind of swinging your arms like this, right? This one's really good for right along here. This is something you work an office desk job, just take a few minutes at lunch and do a couple of these, get yourself moving. If you're very stagnant at home, you don't have a lot of space, just take a minute, when you wake up before bed. It doesn't have to be a lot of time out of your day. You're just opening yourself up to be able to move more. Of course, everybody knows doing the arm circles. That one. So this one is kind of fun. This one I kind of picked up from Capoeira. It's you step back. I was watching Bob's Burgers, actually. Yeah, I'm a huge dork like that. I realized that this one's kind of a good one for that range of motion and the balance. It's a good answer to lunges when you don't have as good balance or as much range of motion. So you got your feet nice and comfortably squared, and you just step back, square off, step back, square off, step back, square off. And it's really fun, honestly, once you get the rhythm going. Boom. Right, and then of course you've got your cross your body. Helps with your arms, helps with your waist. I really like this one because I can really feel it in here, but it's really working a little bit of everything, right? And then of course you've got your march in place, which can also be, depending on the intensity you do it and how long you do it, it can also be a little bit of a cardio thing. That's just a few easy little range of motion movements. It's all about trying to up that ability to move in the first place. Not a competition. It's all about progress. And it's really, really good for the people who have the types of health issues that really lead to big issues and body type issues and things like that, where it's hard to get back into shape because of hormones and all sorts of, like, you know, thyroid. You never know what's going on with somebody's body. But the people that are working their butts off to try and get themselves feeling better and doing better, that is amazing, and a huge round of applause to you guys. You guys are inspirational, which is part of why I wanted to do this range of motion workup for you. Because, I mean, it's absolutely inspirational. I've seen so many people online, and even if they're getting hate and stuff like that, they go from barely able to stand up in their own living room and walk in place to they're walking around the block. And they're doing it even though people are, you know, hiding behind keyboards and being snarky and rude. So I made that one for you guys because you guys are amazing, you are inspirational, and I love you. All right, have an awesome day.